Okay, Jacob, want to get you an update video on how we're doing with River, what we're working on and how he's doing. I know we talked a little bit about, what are we working on, when's he going to be ready, and what we're going to be doing this month. In short, I think River's doing great. I think he's going to be a nice dog. And I said, I want to work on some polish. I want to work on making it prettier. And I want to show you exactly what I mean by that in this video. So, by and large, obedience is real good. His e-collar conditioning is very good. He likes picking up birds. I wouldn't say he's super excited about it, but he is at least willing to do it. That will get even more interesting as time goes on. So what I showed you in the previous videos, we were talking about, go get a fun bird, and then we do a little bit of control with his mouth. Okay, so what we are doing now is we are doing really the real engine, if you will, of force fetch. The most important mechanism in all of this is teaching the dog that there is a command for pick it up with your mouth, because they may not understand exactly what we want by that. And so when we talk about the concept of force fetch, force means that we are applying a stimulus to the dog to get a response for the fetching action. What that means is I am going to squeeze his ear that's on this side closer to me, and we are going to get the stick in his mouth in response to that pressure. Now, this pressure is not designed to harm the dog. We are not trying to make him cry or anything like that. That is not the intent of force fetch. The intent is for him to respond to a stimulus in much the same way that a dog would respond to e-collar pressure or even the tug of a leash is what it's supposed to be similar to. But it is a foreign stimulus applied to the idea of a foreign action of open your mouth and grab the stick. So here's how we do this. All right, so I have my hand, I have the stick in one hand, and I have on my other hand, I am holding his collar with two fingers. And then with my index finger and my thumb, I'm just going to apply a little pressure to his ear. And then I'm taking my other hand and I'm sticking the stick in his mouth. And as soon as that stick gets in there, the pressure goes off. Okay? And what we're going to do is we are not going to let him open his mouth back up. We're going to keep it closed. Good. 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 Give. And the stick does not come out until we give the give command, which means now you can let it out of your mouth. So we want him to understand, I am controlling your mouth and I am doing it with pressure. So this is the kind of the next stage of what we've been working on for a while. So we do a lot of reps of this. Pressure. Good. Now, what we're going to be doing soon, I'm actually going to go ahead and do it on the next rep here. We're going to add the command. And I'm just gently tapping the bottom of his jaw here, keeping his lips out of this. Don't let his lips get in there and make it uncomfortable. We don't want this uncomfortable. I am using my left hand to slightly support his lower jaw. Good. Slowly shaping this hold. Good. Give. Good boy. Good. Okay, so now that he's had a couple of reps to warm up, let's do it with the command. Fetch. Fetch means get it in your mouth. It is a new command. Good. Good. Give. Good dog. Okay, now it's important when we're doing this process that the dog learns that putting a stick in your mouth does not just mean you sit still with a stick in your mouth, because obviously we want the dog to retrieve and we want him to go out and get it and bring it to us without dropping it. So we need to incorporate a lot of movement into this process. Here, heel, sit, so we get a lot of reps in on our obedience here. Heel, good. Here, heel, sit, all while we are shaping and polishing this this little come to the heel action. Okay, so now we're going to put the two things together. Put the stick in your mouth and get back to the base. Here's how we do that. We start with being just one step away. We'll come over here. One step away. We're going to get the stick in our mouth. In the standing position is fine if that's what he wants. Stick goes in. heel, sit, good, give, and that's what I want him to do. We're gonna repeat that a bunch of times, hundreds of times. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna fetch the stick, heel, sit, good, good. We won't want him to immediately drop it as soon as we get back to our location. Little tap if he starts to move. Give, good dog. One more time. One more time, good boy. Good. Heel, sit, good boy. Give, good dog. So, all in all, I feel like River is working very well with me. He is doing the stuff. He is intelligent to know that he is doing a command with me. He understands that we are learning stuff. He is making progress. We can wait for another month till you take him home. We should have this pretty well polished up where we can put a stick on the ground and say fetch. He grabs it and comes to the heel position without dropping it. That is kind of the big goal, because then we can have the dog retrieve the object, the stick, a bumper, a bird, come to the heel position, don't drop it. Anyway, River's gonna make you a nice dog.